Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie of Georgia Beer Reviews back at you with another edition of Stout Sunday. All right, and sorry we're running late this morning. It's my fault. I overslept. And welcome in Jeremy V, the guy who has been holding it down. Did a live stream
I had to leave all the viewers and bring them over here. Come on. Come over to this man.
I was going to go live. I was giving Johnny Boy a chance, but if he wasn't going to come on, I was going to go live and do it.
Whoa, Alex. You're balling.
It's going to be a takeover, apparently. So, all right. So, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for joining me. We've got Michael Cornrow from Brooklyn. We got Alex, the beer master, up in New Jersey. We've got Robert, the whisk out there in Kansas, and we've got Jeremy Vincent in Arkansas. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. We've waited long enough, so Michael, go ahead and tell us what you're drinking this morning.
Okay, Jeremy, I think you did send me one of these beers too. It's from Burrow.
Yes.
Yep.
Out of Missouri,
right? I was able to get it. Another one from a friend of mine who had been traveling. I remember when you sent it, it was really good. So I'm going to review it again.
Yeah, I think they're out of Missouri, that brewery, right?
This is what it looks like in the glass.
Yeah.
I'll have a further description when you come around again.
Hold on one second. Let me bring.
All right, Alex, what are you drinking this morning?
All right. Well, I'm drinking the IPC Stout from Flying Dog. I'm not Flying Dog, Flying Fish, and it stands for coconut. Wait a minute. It stands for Irish coconut candy potato or something like that. So I've already had one of these yesterday, and they're pretty good. So I'm going to pour this up and see what it looks like in the glass, shall we?
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right. Irish potato coconut stout.
Yeah.
Can you switch us too? On the bottom? Can you switch us?
Let's see.
He's here before I was.
Why? How would I do it? Well, yeah, no, I do the snake.
Don't matter.
You're right where you need to be. Robert's coming up next.
Okay.
There we go.
Running clockwise.
That's right.
Counterclockwise tomorrow.
Now that's what it looks like, my friends. That's what it looks like. That's beautiful.
Looks nice.
Where are we going?
Looks nice and creamy and but very potato-like.
I see a potato skin in that. Look there.
Yeah, so it looks good. I can't wait to have some, so next time around I'll do the smell and everything. But it's a nice finger head there, 2-finger head there. So
that's good.
All right.
All right.
So let's go down to Kansas and see what Whiskey Scout is drinking this morning.
I got some oil. I brought some oil today to lubricate the system up. It is an 8% German chocolate.
Nice. I've had that one before.
NW40. It's out of Asheville, North Carolina. Well, they have two here. They just got them. I've never seen them before. And I forget what the other one was, but when this said German chocolate, of course, it wins. I love German chocolate cakes.
They have there's a 10W30, which is a Mexican chocolate, and they have a 10W20, which anyway, there's a bunch. There's 3 or 4 of them in the 10W series.
It was still labeled 10W40, but it wasn't German chocolate. I can't think of what it was, but anyway, it didn't sound as interesting as this one did. Imperial Stout brewed with sweet cherries, coconut, vanilla, lactose, and chocolate. Product of the USA. Like I said, it's high wire brewed. It comes out of Nashville, North Carolina. Let's pray it doesn't shoot everywhere this morning. Let's pour it up real quick for you boys. I'll see if I can get my best out. It's only 8%, which for an Imperial's seems kind of low to me, but there we go. She got a nice big, almost 2.5 fingers right there. So,
All right. Very nice. So, Mr. Jeremy Vince, what are you drinking this morning?
Okay, I haven't been able to go do much because we've been snowed in. So this is all I've got, and it's a porter, so we can do porter, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yingling, Hershey's chocolate porter. It's been out for since last year, I think. Is that when they came out with it?
I think so. At least worldwide, at least.
Yeah, I don't even know what the ABV is on this. Let me see if
I think it's a 5%. I think it's a 5%. But double check on that, Johnny boy.
I think it says 4.7, but I'm not sure.
4.6 or 4.7, yeah.
Okay, not sure on the IBUs either.
I think
So
it's 4.6.
they don't
Good
give
beer,
you.
though.
They don't. Yingling never puts it on the label. I don't think the actual percentage. But anyway, yeah, I've had it before. It's been a while, but I've saved this one for a review. So anyway, let me go ahead and pour it. Are we waiting? We're waiting, aren't we?
You can go.
Sure, go ahead.
The
Go ahead and pour it up. We've got Mr.
Let me pour
Fudge in the house this morning.
Regular pour or stout pour? Stout pour tonight. Oh, it's today, right? Never mind. I'm getting mixed up. Is this after hours? Is Bumpy? No, Bumpy's not here. I'm sorry.
He's been up all night.
Okay, we got like a 2-finger hit on that one, and totally dark. So anyway, we'll get to it here in a second.
All right. Man, we got a lot of people in the chat. Jeremy got them all warmed up this morning. We got a ton of people in the chat here. I can't hardly even keep up. Alan, Lep TV. We've got Daryl in the chat. We've got Alan. We've got everybody. All right. So good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming over. Even you, drunken one. He says he waits all week for this, and he's watching you. Why don't you get in here with a stout, drunken one? All right. So let's go to Mr. Shane Fudge and see what he's drinking this morning. What are you drinking, Shane?
I picked one out of the refrigerator over there. This is a 2018 Stone Woot Stout. 11.5%. It's ale brewed with pecans, wheat, and rye, 1/4 aged in bourbon barrels. I can't recall if I've had one of these. If I have, it's been like back in 2018. So this one was, let's see, I see the date right here. And it says 7/3/18. So July 3rd, 2018. It's been sitting in the fridge for a while now, and I've got a few others. I put a few of these back. I haven't bought this beer in a while, but I guess we'll go ahead and pour this real quick, let y'all see it, and then I'll let you get back to it, John. And not a real dark beer. I can kind of see through it as it's pouring through from the light from the phone here. Getting a little bit ahead. We're going to do a little swish and pour like I always do. And let's see what kind of goodies we get in there.
Oh, wow.
Nice head for, going on 3 years. It's held pretty good retention there. All right.
All right, that's good.
Looks good. All right. Good deal. Well, let's go ahead. We'll go back around, starting back with Mike Mccormack and let him tell us all about his Burr Oak. Oh, hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Before we do that,
there's drunken one.
What happened to Drunken?
Whoa. Look at Drunken one.
What was he doing there?
I don't know what he was doing.
Drunken one, what's going on in Texas?
I don't know what that was.
Things are well.
Awesome.
Are you there?
Where's what happened? We lost somebody.
Maybe lost power again.
No, I'm here.
He's here. I can see you.
All right,
see Drunken
I
one?
can bring up.
He's there.
I can see you, drunken one. I can see you.
He's there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I can see him.
Where did
I see him.
I'm right beside you,
Must be
John.
on my end.
Top middle.
John, you can't see drunk
Is
one.
it-
You,
He's between us,
He's wearing
John, in the picture.
I see his box, but
No, he's fully there. He's
is he
waving to us.
talking? There he is. Hey,
Yeah.
all right. I see him now.
What up? Sure. Okay. Yeah.
No, the drunk one came right on in. I saw him right off the bat.
It kind of started lagging on me
I
too.
don't know.
It kind of started lagging on me too, John. I don't know what's going on.
Should I go out and come back in?
Yeah.
No, you're good. I see you drunk.
No.
No, I don't know what's
You're
going on.
fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
What are you drinking?
What kind of beer you have, drunk
I got
one?
PBR.
Okay. All right.
Guinness.
I got the Guinness extra stout if it focuses.
All right.
And it's a real one.
Ball buster, drunk one.
It's a PBR. Yeah. I guess in time for the pour. I wasn't going to drink with you guys today. Liar.
Yep.
I'm happy you're here, drunk one. I like when you're
What
on
is it? I
Stout
think it's
Sunday.
5 6.
There you go. Pours with the finger and a half head, jet black as can be. And hopefully I can get some aromas out of this because my nose is really bad off this morning. But I kind of can do this from memory because I've had this a zillion times. Yeah. Each time I have it, it's less and less yummy.
Now, you didn't lose water or anything, did you, out there? Drunken one, did you?
Oh, no, we lost electricity for about 30 hours. It got to 44
Oh.
degrees here in the house, and so that was kind of miserable. But no, we didn't lose any water. We're in like a city water thing. No busted
Okay.
pipes, so all is well, pretty much. Yeah, just it got cold in here. The
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're
refrigerator
doing
was
good.
plugged in.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good, man.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks for having me there, John.
John, before you come around and start, give us your beer.
Yeah, thanks for joining. All right, so let's I'm sorry, Michael, let me go ahead and pull you up here.
Okay.
And
This is from Burke
go for it.
in Columbia, Missouri.
Doesn't John have to give what he's doing first?
John, give you a beer first.
John, I want to see what you're doing, John. So
John, what you drinking?
blow yourself up, please.
John, you didn't give your beer.
John,
You
blow
tell him to
yourself
blow
up.
himself up.
John's still
You said
sleeping.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all
go
right.
ahead.
John, blow yourself up so we can see your beer.
Texting his roommate or whatever.
Here it is. Pontoon, Fluffy Otter, 9%, the stout with marshmallow, vanilla, and lactose. And pour it up.
John.
Black with a beige head, about 2.5, 3 fingers. There you go. Looks good. All right. Now we'll go back to Michael.
Okay.
Michael.
Okay, so Bur Oak Stout Heart, 7.6%. You see the tree with the face in the front.
Yeah.
Columbia, Missouri. And this is what the pour looks like. Beige head and pretty good head retention and lacing on the side. Dark brown, but you can see through it. It's not like it's black. It's definitely brown. Let me get a nose on it. Getting some chocolate, some dark roasted malt, some dark fruit, maybe a little bit of coffee too. Let me get a taste, a sip of it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
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 Okay. The nose follows the taste. It's medium bodied. Kind of roasty feel to it. The chocolate is kind of like a baker's chocolate. It's not sweet. Coffee is a background taste. Get the dark fruit in the taste as well. It's very drinkable for a 7.6%. So the alcohol is hidden. Drinks more like a session beer. Goes down pretty easy. This would be semi-dangerous if because you could drink a lot of it. It seems anyway. I guess you would find out quickly if you were drinking it too fast. Not that 7.6 is 11%, but it still will catch up with you. Let's see. The mouthfeel is medium, and as you can see, the lacing continues to come up, so it's looking pretty good. I'll come back with a number when we come around the next time.
All right. Sounds good, Michael. So let's go on down to Alex, the beer master, with his IPC Flying Fish.
I do know that I do believe that this, if I ever, whatever Johnny Boy comes through here when he comes and visits me, or if I ever send him any beer, that's what I need to do sometime in the future, or anybody, I think he would like this. This stuff is pretty good so far. Let's give it a, this is a nice frothy head there. It basically contained its head really nice. Like I said, and it's a 10%. So looks nice and dark, looks delicious. When I first smelled it in the beginning, it kind of smelled like a chocolate with lotion. You know what I'm talking about? But it doesn't smell bad or anything. I'm talking about coconut lotion or something. But that's what I like. I like coconut beers. So, smells pretty good. Smells a little sweet, somewhat, a little dark chocolate. So let's see what this tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, Alex.
That sounds like a real good beer.
The first thing you taste is coconut. That's what I like. It has that. I think it has vanilla too, or so. Well, coconut is the vanilla. I don't know how I'm talking about, but this stuff is pretty good so far.
A 10.3 will make you feel good. I'll tell you that.
It has a little sweetness, a little bit of dryness. It has a little bit of bitterness too, but not too much. And it has somewhat of a warming sensation. Not too much, but just a little bit in the chest. So it's a 10%. I mean, what do you expect?
That's not a barrel aged one, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't think so. I really don't. I'm going to try to get some more barrel aged beers because I love them. So I think this will be a little high rating, a little bit. It's not going to be in the hundreds, but it will be close, So I'll give my rating while I'm drinking on it next round, and that's that. Appreciate you letting me come on, Johnny Boy.
All right.
That sounds like a good beer.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex. No alcohol, I guess. You can taste at 10.3.
No.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, the burn, you have the burniness in the chest. That's as far as the alcohol I would get a little bit on. But the taste, the actual alcohol itself, no. There's no alcohol at all. It's just coconut, and all that good stuff.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
But that's what you want. You don't want you don't want alcohol. You want coconut.
You're right. Yeah.
So, appreciate you, Johnny Boy.
All right. Well, let's go to Roberto.
All right.
10W40.
10W40. Wow.
Yeah, I needed the lube system. Lacing's wonderful on this. The lacing is absolutely wonderful. You cannot see through it. My light up here is not working today, and I don't feel like freaking with it because I didn't plug it. But I looked out through the window, so. You up front, the nose is really interesting. It it doesn't correlate with the palate. Nose up front, you get that lactose note. That I don't know how else to say it, but that little like milky lactose sort of note. Usually, I only ever pick that up in the palate, but there's a certain slight amount of milkiness in there, and it comes up front right along with the chocolate. They were hand in hand right from the very beginning. There is a light, you get some of the light roasted malts in the nose. You get vanilla, and it took me a while to kind of pinpoint it in my head. Brownie batter. When you're mixing up brownies, when my wife's making brownies, because I've never made brownies in my life. When she's mixing up brownies, that smell from the batter, you get that in here. I think that has a lot to do with the chocolate coming along. Palate, chocolate and vanilla up front. Again, that lactose goes completely through that creaminess. It has a nice creaminess that just goes all the way through the palate. I mean, it keeps beginning to finish. No problem. Roasted malt you still get. And it starts out as a light building bitterness, but that bitterness continues to build through the sip all the way into the finish. And it's really nice because you know you're drinking a beer, even though it's got all these components in it. You know you're drinking a beer. That's sometimes some of the beers, when they get this many components, you lose that beer note. It becomes more like some sort of decadent sweetness thing, some sort of like sweet treat or something. This one, it keeps the bitterness starts out slow, light, and it builds to a very nice finish on the back sides of your tongue. Very well. I didn't pick up any of the coconut or cherries in this initially, but somewhere along in the mid palate, after the roasted malts dies down, they do start to come through. They're not very strong, but they are there. And more cherries than coconut. The coconut's there, but I start to get that more cherry note than I do the coconut. And that cherry brings along a little bit of a citric acid sort of sensation with it. It's just not it's just not like a sweet cherry delight. I mean, you're getting a little bit of that cherry berry sort of acidic note that comes along with it. Creamy all the way through. I don't know what I'm going to give it a score yet, so it's going to take a little while. Alex, the beer master, may know what he's going to score his, but this one, truthfully, it's going to be difficult. All right, that's all I got to say.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to sip on it and ponder what kind of rating you want to give it.
More to go.
Still got to get through.
I still got 3 more in the fridge.
Right. All right, so there you go. All right, let's go to Jeremy Vincent next with his Yingling Hershey's Chocolate Porter.
That's right. 4.7% is what I'm seeing on it. Anyway, when I first poured it, it had that 2-finger head, but then I was dissipated a little bit. Lacing on it's not real good because you can regenerate and it doesn't stick very good. So it's not near as good as Robert's there on that. Whiskey Scout. It's pretty dark. My room's dark. It's kind of a darker brown color. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. Okay, right off the bat, I am getting the Hershey's chocolate smell. Kind of a caramel note. Maybe a little vanilla. I don't know. That's about all I get on that. Going in for a taste, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, Jeremy.
Cheers, Jeremy.
It's a good beer, I can tell you that.
It's good. It's real good. It's kind of a lighter, a little more watery than you'd want. That I'd want. You know, we're used to drinking all these heavy stouts. Other than that, getting the Hershey's chocolate is really coming through. It didn't lie on that. I'm getting the dark roasted malts there. Could have been more malty to me, but or maybe it's just perfectly. The sweetness is about perfect on it. It's not overly sweet. It's kind of a dryish finish, lightly carbonated, light to medium body. It's a little watery though to me compared to the other stouts that we drink. Yeah. So
that's normal.
So anyway, yeah, this is a very good session. As far as sessionable, porter. It's excellent. So I'll give you my rating here in a minute, and it's going to be pretty good for what it is,
All right. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Let's go on down to our other Arkansan, Mr. Dane Fudge, with his 2018 Woot.
Woo! That's what I can say about it too, man. This is a good beer. They modeled this beer after a pie. It's inspired by a Kentucky Derby pie. Drew Curtis and Will Wheaton and Greg Koch are the three brewers that collaborated on the Woot Stouts, and Drew is from Kentucky, so this is the inspiration for this. You got the pecans and the wheat and the rye, and like I said, they 1/4 of it is aged in bourbon barrel, so it's not the whole beer is, it's just a little hint of bourbon in there, but actually it's amazing that it's only 1/4, because you do get big bourbon notes. The dark fruit comes really, when you smell this, it's like dark fruits, raisins and prunes. And I often get that from bourbon and bourbon barrel aged beers, and in stouts like this. So now the first thing they say is with pecans, and so you expect this is going to be like a pecan pie type beer. If it's Kentucky Derby beer, it says it on the back. Pecans, maybe, I don't know if the aging has. I can't recall how this was fresh. It's been a while since I've had this. You do get a nuttiness, so I do get that little bit of bitter and pecan note. The wheat gives you that nice creamy mouthfeel is what I'm getting out of the wheat, and the rye definitely. So everything they're saying here, I'm getting, and the age is definitely taking the heat out of the 11.5%. It's got a really nice creamy mouthfeel. That's what you get with wheat beers often, but the earthiness, that rye is probably what's in the driver's seat here. If you like rye bourbon, you'd like this beer. If you like stouts, and if you are a fan of pecan in your beer, this one you can get it there. I don't know if I would say that if I didn't have the inspiration right there. It says pecan on the bottle. That's where I would fault it just a little bit. So don't know. Like I said, if the adjuncts have faded after 2.5 years, maybe that's part of it. But man, this is a fantastic beer. The nose is, like I said, dark fruit. There's not so much of a chocolate note in this beer. The coffee is there. I can get that in the roasted malts. But that rye, man, it's coming through pretty strong. I'm going to take a drink. I've already been drinking some, so cheers.
I'm curious, Shane. I do have a strong feeling you probably have more of those beers somewhere, don't you?
I do have.
Cheers, Shane.
Yeah.
And what years do you have?
Oh, my word. I'd have to go back, because most of them, when I was collecting the wheat stouts, were in the big bombers. So I got I don't know. I got some probably 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know if I've got any 19s. I haven't bought it in a few years. I don't know why. I think maybe I didn't see it around as often, or if it came around, it was gone pretty quick. I need to see if I can find it this year. Awesome. But yeah, I've got some bombers I haven't ever tried that are going on 5 years, 5, 6 years.
Awesome, Shane. Awesome, my friend.
But the aging is not, I don't think it's hurt it. I think maybe some of the pecan has been affected by that. But the bourbon and the rye is still there. It's a good beer. I would highly recommend it. I'll give you a say cheers. Here we go. You can see the head still after 20, almost 30 minutes. I've had this open now. I can still look at that. 11.5%. Almost 3 years old. Look at the lacing on that, y'all. That's beautiful.
But that's a 10 or 11% beer, though, right, Shane?
11.5. 11.5.
Okay.
It's really creamy. Look at that, man. I don't know if you can see it, but
beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's a chewy beer. Big, thick mouthfeel. Real creamy. I like the way they use the wheat in this. That's how they get that creaminess.
I always thought creaminess was oats, Shane. That's
Well, oats, I get, yeah, you definitely get a lot more creaminess from oats, but wheat will give you that sort of mouthfeel. It's helping balance out the bourbon, softening it up, but also aging it 2.5 years will soften that up too.
I'll have to try to find that beer, Shane, and try to age it myself. If they make it still, I don't know if they do.
Yeah, they do. If you can
It's
find
called-
Stone Beers, Stone Brewery, then you can find this beer. It's seasonal.
It's called Wolfie beer.
No, look at my name on the Woot Stout.
Oh, Woot Stout. Okay.
Woot. Woot woot.
I'll have to try it, and if I can find it, maybe we'll do a review together. Maybe.
Look at this. Gargoyle or the devil or whatever that is.
Woot, 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 woot.
There you go, Alex. You got it.
I'll have to check it out. If I can find it, I'll let you know, Shane, and maybe we'll do a review together. Maybe.
Cool. All right. Make it Arkansas. We'll share one down here.
That's right.
Well, maybe I will. I have to visit my friends Brandon and Trish and Popey up here, so maybe I'll do that as well. You never know. We'll see.
I'm a little bit farther down than where they live from.
I know. I think you'll be worth hanging out with, though.
I hope so.
Alex,
You have
I would
to.
hope so.
Alex, are you planning
Some
future?
people.
Are you planning future examinations on your channel during Stout Sunday? Am I gonna have to time out, Alex?
Yeah,
No.
he is. He is. No, he is.
No, I mean
No, he
future
is.
examinations for my channel later, but not on Stout Sunday itself. No, I would never do it on there. No. Mm-mm.
Especially not now.
Sure, Alex.
I'm just
Johnny
messing.
boy.
I'm just-
I love you, John. Keep it up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Shane. Do you want to say anything else before we move on? Or
I was going to tell Jeremy.
for now? Okay.
Jeremy has to take a road trip down to Shane so he could split one of those bomber bottles with him.
There you go.
I definitely don't need to drink all of a bomber of this. Then again, maybe I do.
Yeah, right. Sounds like a nice
Well,
breakfast.
the problem is with Shane.
I ain't
it's
scared.
If I ever visit Shane, I think it'd be kind of dangerous because he has so many beers. I think in 10 or 15, 20 minutes, I'd
Wow.
probably be drunk because there's so many beers over there. I guarantee it.
You would be lying in a pool of your own
Vomit.
vomit on his
Well,
floor.
You'd be laying in a pool of vomit out in my backyard.
Shane, don't play that.
No, but I'm not joking.
Patio is 6 stumbles that way.
But no, I'm not joking. You know, on the other side of that, on the other side of him, he has a whole bunch of boxes of beer. That's my proof right there.
We know. No.
Come on. There is no. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly what I'm
Well,
talking about. Right.
Yeah, that's just the
Mm-hmm.
tip of the iceberg right there.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's just the beginning.
All right.
There's probably not. I'm sorry.
And between me and
I know.
Robert, we got enough alcohol for the zombie apocalypse, y'all.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We just got to find a way to meet in the middle.
All right.
This
So
is great beer, though.
let's go over to
I like
let's
it.
go over to this. Let's go over to this guy here.
Oh,
Let's
geez.
see what the old
All right.
drunken one is.
For Mr. Cornrow, I brought
Let's see how
I bought a
How they
PBR.
PBR.
That's down pretty good, that one. All right, so we're giving our reviews now, huh? For Mr. Cornrow, for real, it's 5.6 if you didn't know that, if you're keeping notes like you do, for the Guinness Extra Stout. Or, I mean, what is it? It's, Extra Stout. Guinness one. Y'all are really familiar with that. Okay, on the nose, I smell snot, but no, beyond that, it was a little bit of chocolate and coffee. Now, all these flavors are all these aromas and stuff are kind of muted. Once you've had some good beers, some real stouts, these just don't cut it anymore. This is kind of lackluster when it's compared to others, but this is the original, and this is like one of the first dark craft beers that I've ever tried in my life. Was it the Old Faithful, like pours with the nice little bubbles on there, little teeny bubbles on there. They're gonna last for a while, you would expect. And I did take some notes. You get the roasty malts and the aroma. It smells thin, It's it just doesn't have that plungent aroma that a lot of these big stouts do that we're used to drinking. As for the flavors, it's got the dark malted flavor with coffee and chocolate. I found it to be smooth and balanced. It's easy to drink. It's a slight bite on the tongue. It's bitter but sweet. I know that's kind of weird, but it is. You got to get you one, you'll know. Kind of bitter. Finishes dry. There's no alcohol presence. It's really easy to find, and it's chuggable, and it's fairly inexpensive when it comes to craft beer. I'm digging it. I'm sure y'all have had it before, so you brought something that we've all tried before there, Dio. Anyway, it's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it, and I guess that's it. Thanks for having me, and drink time. That's my review in a nutshell.
Cheers.
Cheers, drunken one.
Cheers. Thanks for having me. I wasn't even going to get on here.
All right.
You called me out.
Did I mess you up? Did I make you get on here?
We're glad you joined.
Jeremy was putting out the bat signal,
Glad
right?
you
Calling all cars. Where's John?
Right. No, yeah. Drunken one actually is the reason I was able to, my alarm. Well, I got up early this morning and then I did a few things. I laid back down and then I fell back asleep apparently. And Drunken one, as soon as I saw Drunken one pop up on my phone, I'm like, oh crap, I must be late for Stout Sunday. Why else would he be calling me at 10:30 in the morning? Anyway, so thank you.
Thanks
to Drunken one.
For now on, if I don't see Johnny Boy,
What?
For now on, if I don't see Johnny Boy at 10:30 or 10:35, I'm just gonna call you. That's it.
10:31. You're gonna see Alex going live for Stout Sunday.
No. I will call John first.
He says, "I got this. I'm taking the reins."
Heck no.
Robert, you're muted if you're out there.
Yeah, I caught it. 10:30 and 10 seconds for Alex. He's going to give you 10 seconds if you're not on.
No, I gave him a little bit. I gave him till like 10:40, and then I messaged Johnny Boy on Marco Polo, and then I messaged Drunken one, and so that's what was going on.
It's like, where you at?
You know what? I'm just flattered that you guys. I mean, Jeremy had a live stream going like Stout Sunday. Will it happen? Alex, Marco Polo me, Drunken one's calling me. Michael's messaging. I mean, like, I thought maybe these pockets going on or something. I'm getting all these messages. I'm like, what is happening? All right. Anyway, thank you everybody for staying on my ass.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's almost
All
like
right,
Ferris
so
Bueller's Day Out, John.
I'm gonna.
That's if we love you. Go ahead, Johnny Boy.
I know you do. All right, so there you go. Pontoon Fluffy Otter 9%. You already saw the pour. The aroma. Wow. If you like s'mores, if you like marshmallow, you're going to love this aroma. Getting some of the vanilla, some chocolate, but not really so much of a dark chocolate, more of a milk chocolate or almost like a Nesquik chocolate. So I guess more like butter type chocolate. It smells absolutely not any of the 9% alcohol. It just smells like a perfect beer to drink out by, campfire, that type of thing. All right, so cheers, guys.
Cheers, Johnny.
Cheers, Johnny Boy.
Cheers, Johnny Boy. Rib is back.
Cheers.
Yeah, I love that video.
Really? Yeah, the marshmallow is actually like the lead taste. Then you get some of the chocolate cocoa notes, a little bit of vanilla. I'll feel with this is on the side. It's definitely got the nice roasty, toasty, bready notes in the middle of the sip to let you know you're drinking a beer and not some kind of weird chocolate marshmallow drink. The alcohol is masked well. There's no burning or anything going down. It's got nice head tension. It's been sitting out for almost 40 minutes now. So nice little head there. Let me see if I can get the Shin regen. Not so much. A little bit, but not too much. Carbonation is on the low side. The lactose gives it that really creamy mouthfeel all the way through. very smooth, easy drinking. You would never. This is dangerous. You would not know that this is a 9% beer.
Yeah, right. Yum.
Well, I hate to tell you, I think
So that's pretty much all I
got.
got. Yeah, it's a nice. Yeah, well, if you're not hiding alcohol well in a stout these days, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Unless you're going for the super barely, barrel aged stuff that you want the booze to come through. But like a straight stout like this, really shouldn't be getting too much alcohol. So Ron Ontario's, he's got the whole baseball thing started up, which is why he's not here this morning. Friar Tuck is scaring me there.
Keep it up, Drug One.
And yeah, wow.
Keep it up, Doug.
Keep looking, Shane. Keep looking, Shane.
I know, right?
It's funny, John, when you put them up, it covers Shane's face.
It's all right. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting I should have changed it to shift up, but anyway, whatever. Shane doesn't mind. He's it's only temporary.
It's part of the
all right, so we've gone through everybody for their initial thoughts on the beer, so we got to go back around now for final thoughts and ratings on all of these wonderful beers. We'll start back with Michael and his
again. Mine was the
Burley Oak or Wood. Burr Oak.
Art from Columbia, Missouri, 7.6%. I finished it, but as I was drinking it, I did get a little bit of a nutty kind of thing, and then the finish was kind of like a little bit on the acidic side. First, not in a bad way, but got a little bit of acid on the back end. But a really good beer. To me, the highest A-, a 92. So this is a good beer. Like I said, Jeremy sent this to me, and I got this one from a friend. So I would drink this again. It's not top end, it's not world class, but it's certainly a reputable stout.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I would recommend it for sure.
Yeah, I found those in Missouri when I was at Missouri.
So 92 out of 100. Alex, how's that 10.3% treating you? Not Alexa, Alex.
Well, I looked at
my device.
Johnny Boy. I looked it up with that, the name you just said, and it does have the ALEX. I think, and that's what confuses that machine. But beyond that, this beer has been good, very good. Hoping this will be around when you come and visit me or whatever, legendary Johnny Boy, and we'll drink this. I don't know if you I think you like coconut beers. I'm not sure, but guess we'll find out.
Yeah. I love.
I'm pretty sure you've had coconut beers in your state. Oh, sorry. Okay.
So sorry.
I'm confused.
I'm sorry.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused. Was that Johnny Boy or was that Drunken One? I'll say
that was at 10.3, Alex.
No, there's only two people. It's Johnny Boy and Drunken One, so it's Drunken One. All right, so
it's okay.
This is what I gotta say. This is delicious beer, and it has that coconut taste, but it gets better. But I had another coconut beer a long time ago, and it was coconut all the way through. It's coconut all the way through here too, but this is a little dry. But again, I would get it again because I like the taste of the coconut beer. I will, because it has so much coconut in this. I don't like the dryness of it, but I will give it a 90 because it has a great coconut flavor. The mouthfeel, a little bit of creaminess. There's a little bit of creaminess because that's what I want anyway. It should be that way because it's coconut. So it gets a 90. It's a good beer. Obviously, legendary Michael has claimed that he's went to this brewery. But if he can get this beer, please try to do that, Michael. Try to get a single to see if you like it first. Although, if if they have it. If not, get a 4-pack and drink it, and you'll like it. And let me know if you like it or not.
That's a 16 ounce, Alex.
It's a 16-ounce can, and it's a 10% beer.
Okay.
So it's a 10% beer. So,
Yeah, Alex. Have you
Oh, no,
drank all of it?
I've drank all of it. I have a couple more. I have 2 more cans, but I'm not drinking any more of that. I might after Stout Sunday might drink one of these with Johnny Boy if he still wants to hang out. If not, that's what's going on. So cheers. Please try to get this beer. Let me know what you think on it. And that's that. Oh, I mean, I'm talking about people that are close, like legendary Michael and stuff like that. So please try to get that and let me know. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep. That sounds like a great beer, Alex.
All right. So we've got a 90. Yeah, 92, got a 90. So Robert, let's see, what does that say? Passed. Packaged.
He said blow him up.
3. So it's got some age to it, huh?
Nah, blow it up real quick because I can't make out that first letter.
I can't really read.
Blow it up, Johnny Boy.
Now we can blow
All
him
right,
up.
let's blow up Robert.
There we go.
Boom.
I don't know what that says. It looks like 19
It's either-
to me, but it ain't 19.
Shiny.
It looks like
It's either a 3 or a
That looks like a 2020.
packaged on either.
Shit.
They could be a 1. Hell, I don't know.
Could be a 1. I don't know. But the P on the package parts all blurred too. It doesn't even look like a P. So
Mhm.
I can't tell.
Yeah,
Is that the only can you have? Is that the only can you have? I'm sorry.
Now, before I go any further with this,
Got a full
I want
package
to
in.
say something. Michael Cornrow and Alex are absolved from this. But all you Southerners in this weather, I mean, my God, really? I get this shit on a regular basis.
Yeah, we're just not prepared for
And I
it
have
here.
to drive in it, and I have to shovel, and I have to warm an occasional pipe.
And we're
Yeah.
sending it back to you. We're sending the weather back to you.
The fuck over it. Because Jeremy called me from Louisiana. He's riding on a car hood in a snowfield like he ain't never done in 50 years of his freaking life. And he's acting like it's the end of the damn world. I'm saying, what the hell? This ain't nothing new. Come up here every other week, man. We can do it. And
Yeah.
Kansas is so
That's right.
freaking. But I mean, we're up and down. I mean, one week we can be 40, next week we're -5. What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
you go.
I've said my piece now.
Yeah, but Kansas always gets snow, though, legendary.
We
Robert,
get
just like
snow,
me.
but see, where you guys stay covered in snow up there in the Northeast sometimes for weeks on
Yes.
end. We don't
Yes,
get that.
we do.
I mean, we'll get 5-6 inches of snow 2 weeks later, or even a week later. It's all melted off, all gone away. You think, wow, it's a warm day again. Tomorrow, though, guess what? You get slapped with. What?
Rob, you see what Blake said in the chat? Talk about that wagon again.
So anyway, we're
You
done.
rest your case. Good job.
We're done with that. This is going to get a 96. I can't go any higher. I don't know why. There's just something that I can't.
Oklahoma.
96 is a great, great number for this. It's a really good beer. I'm going to enjoy the next 3. But there's something, and I can't put my finger on it, that just does not let me give it a higher score. I mean, everything's there. It's a beer. I mean, it keeps the beer, and that's really wonderful about it, that it brings all these sweet tastes with it, and we still get the beer effect to it, and I really like all that.
Mhm.
But 96, I give it an A, a little higher, almost between an A and an A plus. I just can't.
But a 96 is still good there.
Oh,
legendary
96 is a
Robert.
great score. I'm going to enjoy it. I if you see it, buy it. That's mine.
I don't
That's
know if I can get that beer, but then again, it's in another state, so maybe I might be able to get it. Who knows? I don't know.
But I think it's because I'm kind of having to hunt, listen to me talk again. I'm having to hunt. Well, I'm educated. I shouldn't talk like
You are educated.
I can't never get past my upbringing. My father
educated.
My father was too good at raising me that the education in college just didn't override it. Even my paper writers that would correct my papers and stuff, they had fun with me. Anyway, I did pass all my. In fact, I did real. Never mind. We're getting off on a rabbit hole.
Appreciate you, Robert.
It's just. I don't know. It's great. I'm going to enjoy the next 3. I bought a 4-pack, and I'm really going to enjoy them. It gets a recommendation to buy, but I just don't find it in that world class like 97 and above. I just can't go there.
But you have to. But Robert, you said 96 is very close to a world class.
It's close.
You just said a 96.
No, it's solid A. Yeah, solid A.
So it's almost world class, basically, because once you pass that
I like
90,
A+. I'm a little different than Ron and his whatever Ron does.
well, we're all different in our own way.
But 97 or above to me is kind of like starts to get in that world class range. 98 especially.
But Robert, my point is, you're almost there because you just said 96.
I know what your
Could you
point
bump it up
is.
to 97, please, for
I
Alex?
hear you screaming, Alex. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. And I'd suggest you, if anybody sees it and they want to try, if you can buy an individual can, I was not able to. I had to buy the 4-pack. But I mean, the packaging gets you 10W40. I mean, my God, I did so many oil changes on my shit in my life with 10W40.
Yeah, right.
Why are you not going to buy it?
Do you have a total wine there, Robert?
No, we don't have total wines.
All right.
I rest my case.
Little town Kansas. You really think even the bigger town Kansas doesn't? I got to go all the way to either Denver or Dallas to get a total.
Oh, to get total wine. Okay, I get you putting that.
Yeah.
No, he bought that at AutoZone. What are you talking about, Alex?
Yeah.
Dear Jeremy, love you for it.
No, it was O'Reilly actually.
Oh, it was O'Reilly's. I'm sorry. I misspoke, Alex. I'm wrong.
Don't worry about it, Jeremy. Appreciate you.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so
I love the shirt, by the way. Love the shirt.
we got a 96. Let's go to Jeremy with his Yingling Hershey's Porter. See what he's.
All right,
I want some of that.
I'm gonna give this it's barely made it to A range. I'm giving it a 90. I mean, it's really good for what it is. Straight up 90, A minus. That's as good as I can go on this one. It's really good though,
Nice.
but not world class. No love from Napa. No.
All right.
Napa, no how.
I have a feeling maybe we. Wow, I'm getting behind on the comments. Yeah, 90 out of 100. So we've got 2 A minus. Well, actually 3 A minuses. We got Michael's is a 92. We got Alex at 90, and then Jeremy at 90. So we're gonna have to rely on Shane with his 2018 Whoop Stout to see if we can get the average up a little bit.
Yeah.
I definitely think I can help you out with that. I mean, I don't want to be known as the hundreds guy, so I'm not going to give 100 today.
But that's what kind of beer you keep.
It'll be a little bit more discernible. Well, yeah, I could easily get it to 100. I mean, I really could.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
but I love pecans, and I don't know if the aging process I think has been good to this beer. It's really smooth. It's not hot at all, to me anyway. It might be someone that's never tried this or had bourbon, but I really enjoyed the mouthfeel and the rye notes, the earthiness, and the bourbon notes I get. That's what's definitely in the driver's seat in this one. You get some rich, warm roastiness from the malts, of course, but pecans, I wish there was just a little bit more of that, and it may be what you have to sacrifice when you age it. So I'm going to give this a 99 today.
Oh, wait a minute again.
All right.
100. Keep it up.
Good.
It's a great beer, and I stand by it. It does
It is
not
almost
have
100, Alex. 1.8.
it does, and I could easily give
Keep
it
it up,
100
Johnny,
because I look at it this way. I don't know how to brew beer. This is way better than anything I could come up with or do.
Right.
You know, I can't fault it and I try to have to really. I search for things to fault it for, but I'm easily pleased when I guess. But then again, I'm not. I just try to keep really good beer around. You know, that's what it is. I try to really, because I've been through a lot of them, and I've had, believe me, some that were not 100s. A lot more of those than I've had 100. So when I come on here, I try to have something special where I can get that up there and great beer if you can find it. I doubt you're going to find 2018 on the shelves anywhere unless you have a beer store that specializes in cellar beers. I don't know where that might be.
But I don't know where that would be either.
That would be a really cool store. The closest thing I can think of is Steins Deli in New Orleans. They have this. I bought, like I said, some really aged beers in that store before, and for a little bit of nothing. The same price. Anyway.
So you've been to Louisiana there, Shane? Huh?
Oh yeah, several times. Been to New Orleans. I've never visited Ron, but I've sent him beer down there. And
I think Ron took me to the Steins Deli when I was down there last.
Sandwich shop, and you walk in. There's a beer coolers out there on the right, and you got to go through the kitchen to get to the back.
No, that wasn't it. Then.
Oh, really?
Okay.
We walked through the door. On the left was a bunch of beers that were warm. I didn't see the beer coolers. Then we walked back a little ways, and it's a bunch of wine. Then we went through a doorway on the right, and there was a bunch of whiskeys in there. Now I could have went crazy.
Oh.
I could have spent $1,000 real easily.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I restrained myself. No, because I got to come home, and that would be something I don't want to explain to my wife.
No, Steins Deli. You walk in, you got to go through. He's got beers in there, singles, and the thing about it is you can't drink it in. He sells all these crazy beers in there that you can't get anywhere else.
Oopsie.
And you got to walk through the deli and go all the way, walk through the kitchen and duck through the storage part, and then you walk out and suddenly you find yourself in an alleyway out back behind the place. There's just like this really creepy looking door that says the Bat Cave, and you walk in there and he's got your mind will be blown. What kind of beers he has in there? I mean, he just unimaginable. You could easily spend a lot of money in there, like you were saying.
Hey Shane, if I ever visit you, how far is Louisiana?
Well, I'm New Orleans.
Yes, from New Orleans. Yeah.
Well, I'm in Arkansas though.
Right, but how far is it from Arkansas to New Orleans? And
that was where he's at.
Yeah,
not they're bordering states, so not terribly far.
I'm up in central Arkansas though.
Yeah, he's up in the.
So 8 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
9 hours probably.
Yeah.
Because I kind of.
Are you closer to Louisiana to New Orleans than Shane is?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Jeremy's. Yeah, he's about 2 or 3 hours. Well, you're about 2 hours south of me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You're closer to Louisiana. Yeah, definitely a lot closer to Louisiana for sure.
Yeah, the Louisiana border is not too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jeremy will be visiting Ron soon.
How far is it from Little Rock to you?
Let's get some videos on
Warren,
that.
about an hour, Jeremy?
Yeah, about an hour and 10, 15 minutes, somewhere like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an hour from where I am, north of Little Rock.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And speaking of Little Rock, if you're in Little Rock, you should get Hungry Howie's.
So-
We have a Hungry
Yeah,
Howie's.
Hungry Howie's. We got to get Hungry Howie's in there.
Yeah.
I wish I had one Hungry Howie's.
There's a plug for that.
Jeremy, you have a Hungry Howie's.
So,
It's in Little Rock. It's not that far from you.
Sidetrack.
Before we Hungry Howie's and geography here, I want to make sure we get all the ratings here. We still got to get Drunken One's rating of his Guinness Extra Stout.
All right, is that it? Right. Okay, so I brought this PBR. Gosh, they go down pretty good on a Sunday morning. Cheers at number 3.
Wow, that's good.
Y'all heard the download? Yeah, it's.
All right.
I wish I had Shane Pudge's problem with too much flavor in one bottle, but this is not offering all those wonderful flavors. It is an entry level stout. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said before, it is kind of the stout that got me into craft beer. Like I'm sure a lot of other people, it pours like that. It's got the bubbly head. It is what it is. It's an awesome old beer. And I say old beer in the sense that it's been around for a long damn time. They've been doing it the right way for a while. To today's standards, this is not awesome. My score on the Guinness Extra Stout is an 87. 87 is not, it's not an A compared to today's standards. Maybe years ago when you were like, oh God, look, there's so much flavor in that dark beer. But there's a lot better beers out there.
I mean, Legendary Drunken one.
Gas station. They're not expensive. It's a good entry level stout. 87 for the Guinness Extra Stout.
I was about to say that Legendary Drunken one. That would be a good. If you've never had any stout, that would be a good beginner stout.
An entry level kind of stout. There's nothing wrong with it. It's tried and true. It's been here forever. They made a lot of money making the same recipe, but it is what it is. I meant to get my Guinness shirt on, but I kind of came in at the last minute.
Well, there's always the next time there, Drunken one.
87 there, Mr. Cornrow. Thanks for having me, John. And
next time when you're drinking anything but a Guinness, that'll be what Alex said.
It's not bad, but it's not
right. But Drunk one, you're correct on that though. That would be a good beginner person that wants to drink stout.
Entry level, yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Just something I seen at the store.
You like it, Drunk one, and you're
I think most of us started with that.
So
exactly, yeah, imagine, yeah. Okay, thanks. Cheers.
I'm going to give a rating. I'm going to give a rating, if that's okay with everybody. I'm going to give a rating on
your rating
here now. So thank you, Alex. Thank you. So for the fluffy otter, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to give it a 97 out of 100. This is a really awesome beer. I have this saying, the only thing that could really make it better is if barrel aged it, and I truly feel that way. The 9% is masked to perfection. It's got just the right amount of marshmallow and vanilla flavor. The chocolate malts and the roasty, toasty, bready notes are really coming through nicely. The lactose gives it that creamy mouthfeel. It's a beautiful, beautiful beer. I would highly recommend it. The one that Rod had was actually a different variation. It was called the Fluffier Otter. It had peanut butter in it. So this is the standard version. It doesn't have the peanut butter, but I almost think I like this one better because the peanut butter, although I love peanut butter, it kind of took out some of the marshmallow and the vanilla. This one really lets all of those flavors come through, and it's just a wonderful beer. So we are just over an hour. I want to make sure I give everybody a chance before we close this out really quickly. Shout outs, channel play, anything you want to, if you got a beer you want to show off, whatever you got, now will be the time to do it before we close this out.
Okay.
Awesome. I have something to say, but it's starting this Friday, I think. Is it this Friday? Yeah, this Friday. It's New York City Beer Week, and it goes more than a week. It goes like a week and a half. And they have this promotion. So everybody who were in states that could get it, I sent emails to. So Jeremy was in Arkansas. I didn't have Shane's email address, which you can give me, and I can send this on to you. But it seems like you have enough beer anyway, so you may not be interested in.
I can give you my email address.
New York State beers. Kansas is not on the list. Georgia is not on the list. North Carolina is not on the list. So these are states that do not allow you other states to ship beer to them, believe it or not.
Yeah.
There are 31 states. Texas is on the list, but I don't have Drunken One's email address, which he can also. I would be glad to send it. So I sent it to everybody else. I sent it to Ontario. I sent it to Jeremy.
I'll check it out.
I sent it to Bumpy because New Hampshire is on the list. So what this deal is.
What about New Jersey, Michael?
Let me see if
like Jersey.
New Jersey.
I don't have your email address either.
Well, I'll give you my email address when you get off.
I drink too much alcohol.
Okay, so anyway, what this deal is, and I think it's a good deal in one way and not such a good deal in another, but I'm still going to do it. There's like about 25 New York State breweries that are here. And the beers that they're going to send. The bad part is they can't let you choose. So basically what you could get, there's always good stuff, medium stuff, and stuff which I probably wouldn't like, but if you end up getting some of that, you just get it. And the other thing that's bad is there's a $25 shipping charge, which I think is pretty stiff. But beer is heavy, so I do understand it. And if it's going out of New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, it's $35. So they get you for an extra 10.
Jeez.
But you do get 12 16-ounce cans from 12 different breweries. So the law of averages says you have to get something good in it. But I guess you could have bad luck and get 12 bad ones. It is possible. I looked at the whole list. It's certainly with 12 things there I wouldn't go and run to buy. But you hope the law of averages. You're also supporting. Okay, I can write down.
You're not supposed to give his email. You're not supposed to give his email out. I'd be mad too if somebody gave my email out on there. I would be mad.
That's not my email, buddy. That's not mine. No. Not my Gmail.
Alex,
that don't look right, does it, Alex?
You were so much into that. You were so much into that Mackinac Stout. It just became like your side moniker. It was like
it's good. He does a good thing.
It's good. Yeah.
I love Mackinac Fudge.
I got to try it, and I loved it. I mean, it was really good. Whatever. So anyway,
this is good. I like the ones I had. I just can't find
once I get the other people's email addresses, I'll send that to everybody. You can look at them.
Yes, sir. I'll put that
in. The breweries are really small, and you wouldn't have heard of them. So Brooklyn Beer is on it. You've heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Other Half is on it. Grimm. There's a whole bunch of good ones that are there. The question is which beers you're going to get. Some of my friends in New York who've responded, the fact that they can't choose, they said they won't do it because they don't want to, they don't want to take the risk that they might get stuck with something they don't want. But I like rolling the dice. I'll take a chance. It can't.
Let's say Michael are these beers? Do they come every once a month? I mean, if they come once a month,
it's a one-time deal. And you pay what it'll be. In your case, if you decide to do it, it'll be $90, and they'll send you 12 beers. And then that's
$90. Holy crap!
It's $65 for the beers and $25 shipping. If the price is too high, then you just don't do it. I mean,
exactly. Right. If the price is too high, then just don't do it.
Whatever. I figure at this, I have enough disposable income that I can handle that much one time now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it, but I'll certainly let everybody know how it turns out because it could have an unhappy ending. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out, Michael. We'll find out.
It's not a guaranteed deal. It's something if they ship to Georgia that John would do though. It's in his wheelhouse to do something like this. I know he would. But again, you want to ship it, John, to a border state and drive and get it? You can do that. But other than that, you have to have a friend to get it.
I could, yeah.
John's got no friends.
I'm checking.
Right.
Florida. You know anybody
so
in North
Alex,
Florida? I sent it to miscellaneous. Florida is on the list.
Oh yeah.
Would you, John?
I'll give you the states anyway.
Okay.
Arkansas, Arizona, Alaska, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., Delaware, Florida, Iowa, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Massachusetts, North Dakota, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin. So the other states that aren't mentioned, I'm sure can't get beer across state lines kind of thing shipped in. Now, you can obviously send anybody in those states what you want and just tell them it's salad dressing or whatever you want.
Hot sauce,
whatever you want to say it is. All they do at the post office is say, is it not explosive? So, in somebody's mind, it might be explosive, but not in the same way they're asking. Kind of thing. So that's all I got. And I definitely will let you know how it goes over.
Well, I'll give you my Gmail once we're done here.
A week to get it.
Awesome. All right. Anybody else got some Alex Day this week or next week?
Fruit Friday, we're going to be doing pizza bagel bites and stuff like that. And I will shout out, I will shout out Bumpy's channel as well, since he's not here. Tonight, there will be what's it called again?
After dark beer.
After dark beers. So around 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So please join that around 8:00 on Bumpy Roads channel, and then you got Multi Monday, which is the what's the Multi Monday again? Booze. So if you can get that, please do that as well around 8:00 Eastern Standard Time as well. So stay tuned for that.
Good job.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, sir.
And then mine is Friday pizza bagel bites, same pizza bagel bites, and it's 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So
Yeah, bagel bite. Research that. I got to find out what that is even.
I gotta put that in my fridge.
Dang, I bought frozen shrimp.
We can wait till the last minute to get it out.
All right.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the live portion of the show. I want to say thank you so much to my illustrious panel for joining this morning. Thank you to everybody in the chat for being here and being patient with my lateness this morning. Thank you, Drunken One, for waking me up with a phone. And
this won't happen again because I'll get a
we will see you all on the next one. Hopefully, have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
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 Is that a threat, Alex?
No, it's not a friend. I'm